The young and naive sister was about to open the car door for a strange woman when her brother stopped her just in time because he alertly noticed that the coat the person in front of them was wearing was actually their mother's. So, seeing that her disguise had been seen through by the children,
immediately the crazed woman with a fierce expression began frantically pulling the door handle, trying to open the car door as quickly as possible.
after struggling to no avail, he suddenly remembered that the car keys had been in his pocket all along.
Fortunately, at the critical moment, the brother suddenly...
Then, with a burst of incredible strength, he kicked the crazy woman away and urgently escaped with his sister from the other side, narrowly avoiding danger. But immediately after, the enraged mad woman screamed and chased after them again. Fortunately, the brother and sister managed to run into the elevator just in time. Unexpectedly, as they anxiously returned home with the sister, the next moment there was a rapid knocking on the steel door, and the brother also discovered that their mother had already been knocked out by the mad woman at home.
Unexpectedly, the father who arrived in time was brutally beaten by the crazy woman wielding a stick before he could carry out the rescue.
Seeing the other person immediately straddle him and cling on, the father endured the pain and desperately slammed against the wall, trying to shake them off. Who would have thought that after a fierce struggle, the crazy woman who fell to the ground wasn't actually harmed? On the other hand, the dad, who used all his strength, was the one who ended up in pain from the fall. He never expected that this mentally unstable woman would go to such lengths against his family just to take over their house. However, just as the father, having regained his composure, was about to catch the culprit and bring her to justice, the mad woman hiding in the shadows suddenly struck, like a mantis stalking a cicada, unaware of the oriole behind.
Fortunately, at the critical moment, the son's bravery appeared, attracting the other's attention just in time. However, although the father was saved, the brother and sister fell into a desperate situation once again.
But fortunately, at this moment, the unconscious mother suddenly woke up and stood up. Unexpectedly, the force of this blow was just enough to stun without causing brain injury, so that in just a moment, the crazy woman
suddenly revived with full strength.
Thanks to Mom's effective delay, she finally helped Dad gain time to wake up. So seeing that the kitchen was now covered with a large amount of flammable alcohol liquid due to the earlier fight, and realizing that confronting the mad woman head-on was not an option, Dad had a quick idea. He simply chose to lie and claim that he was willing to voluntarily give up the house for her to live in, just hoping she wouldn't continue to harm his family. Otherwise, he would set the whole house on fire. Who would have thought, just at the critical moment when the mad woman was about to be persuaded, the police, who had received the report earlier, suddenly arrived. As a result, the mad woman, who had just slightly calmed down, lost her mind again, tackled the father, and tightly strangled him, intending to kill him right then and there. So, seeing that the other person was completely insane and beyond help with no other choice, the father had to make the worst decision and set the kitchen on fire. Watching the house she had just seized about to be burned to ashes, the frantic woman couldn't care anymore and recklessly rushed forward, choosing to go down in flames. The outcome